Good morning.
Morning.
It's kind of the first time I've spoken today, so do excuse that.
First time we've spoken.
Yeah, we haven't spoken at all.
Did you mean us or them?
Oh, us.
Oh, right.
I haven't picked up my camera in like a week and now I'm like, why do I feel awkward? You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday, it's like 8 AM. We were going to get up super early and hit the markets and be productive. We had a bit of a lay-in, but you know what, it's a Sunday. And so if there's one day that you can allow yourself to do that, it's a Sunday.
Oh, very nice Sunday.
It's also not a nice day. We were gonna go for a swim, but it's gloomy. We've gotten up. We're going to have a productive Sunday reset today, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
I need you to match my enthusiasm with that one.
Yeah, definitely. If by productive you mean watching 2 games of footy.
We're having a mixture of a productive and relaxing Sunday.
You've got me till 12:30.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is farmers markets. Get ourselves a coffee / matcha, get some fruit and veg, and then go to a supermarket, get our stuff from the supermarket, come home, bit of a fridge clean out, bit of a kitchen clean.
Fridge clean out, right?
Well, there's a bit of stuff in there. We need to clean the bedroom
Well, I was going to say, I would sort the room.
because there's just a lot of clothes on the floor that we haven't dealt with in a couple of weeks.
We've been away.
Yeah, and then we've been lazy. Have you guys even seen him since he got here? Cleaning. I'd love to do some scrapbooking because I'm really in my scrapbooking
You are.
era right now. Got a load of washing on right now, if you can hear that. I'd love to do a few more loads of washing, grocery shop for the week, clean, and then kind of have a relaxing afternoon of scrapbooking. Might go for a sunset swim, walk, just hopefully finishing today being like, wow, I feel so set up and ready for the week ahead. That's what I'm hoping for. Just having greens.
I already had mine.
Oh. Okay,
I'll do an outfit of the day while you have yours.
Okay.
South Street. And it's a South Street. And that's all, really. My hat. What's your outfit of the day?
Is it not matching? Like this is kind of like an off-white, this is a white. So that kind of bothers me, but I honestly, I don't really care enough
Doesn't bother me.
to change it. My skort, actually it's a skort, which would you believe? I know, it's pretty crazy. It's from Dish. This is from, I always forget the brand of this.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Tank
Air.
Tank Air.
And then this little overshirt is from Brandy Melville. And I haven't put my shoes on yet. Would black Sambas like really not go with this? Like it wouldn't.
If you want to try a light colour.
Yeah, I feel like maybe white. Reeboks or
White
something.
bockies with no sockies.
Yeah. Now off to the markets. I'm so excited for a matcha or a coffee. I've really been in my hot coffee moment. I'm just really always craving a cappuccino on almond milk half strength.
Wow.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
I could go.
A hot coffee?
I could go a coffee for sure.
Yeah. I've got Sam onto oat milk. Who would have thought?
It's calling me out. Like, you're really just gonna air it out like that?
I am. For years, Sam was like, I will never drink food with anything but full cream milk. And then one day he's like, I just like happened to try oat milk.
Why did I try it? It's because I was
good.
sick.
Yeah.
It's because I was sick and I didn't want to have dairy, so I tried oat milk and I was like,
It's kind of good. I was like, I've been telling you this for years.
I've slowly just converted to it to the point where I don't drink milk anymore.
Do you get oat milk with hot coffee now?
Yeah. Because it started.
That's even an improvement because you're like, I'd still get hot coffee.
It started with a particular place. We were living back up in Brisbane. There was like a particular place that I liked it from. Then it became iced latte and oat from everywhere. Now it's become a hot coffee.
It's just coffee in
now
general.
I just drink oat milk.
Just getting picked up every 3 seconds.
He's so cute.
He
keeps wanting to come up. How can I say no?
Where's Harvey? Oh.
He's not bothered. Most people drink oat milk now, or like some sort of alternative milk.
Do you know what I was actually saying to Georgia yesterday? Why nowadays, because most people drink an alternative milk, why is it extra? Why is it 50 cents extra?
Because that's how they're making all their money.
But like, exactly. Full cream milk, oat milk, almond milk, it all costs roughly the same. Even Georgia was saying she gets decaf. And they charge her extra for decaf.
Yeah, it's true, but I feel like it's the service that you're paying for. We've really screwed up the coffee industry for them. We used to just have a jug, and then they put the milk in the jug.
But now it's like...
Now it's like, oh, we need a jug for every friggin' milk.
Coconut.
Soy, coconut, almond.
If any cafe owners or any baristas are out there, please let us know your thoughts on it. I'd love to know. Do you agree or do you think, no, it's so inconvenient to use an alternative milk, you should be paying extra?
You know what I think's outrageous is taxes. I'd rather we sort those out first.
Anyway, we've just talked for 15 minutes about I don't know what. Hope you're excited to come along with our Sunday. Okay, I just put shoes on and I'm gonna go. Am I gonna get coffee or matcha? This is the
I'll be
question
going
of the day.
coffee. I'll be on coffee for sure.
But the market matcha is so yummy.
So let's try and convert me to matcha now.
Yeah, that'll never happen. I've accepted my fate.
It's like
I feel like it's like coriander. You either love it or you hate it. It either tastes like dirt or you like it.
Go put shoes on.
Okay. just stocked the fridge up. I cleaned out a couple of things that like really needed to go, but yeah, I kind of want to organize it today, I think. Fridge is stocked up on a bunch of veggies and meats and all the good stuff. Now I'm going to make myself some breakfast. I've been really into overnight wheat bix. I do make them about 20 minutes before I eat them because I never know if I'm going to feel like them that day. And I'm very much a what I'm craving right this very second kind of person. I can never tell what I'm going to be craving tomorrow. But I've been recently just loving like cheesecake wheat bix, whatever they were called. So I'm going to make that up and then I just pop it in the freezer for like 10-20 minutes and it sets really nicely and it's just delicious. So I'm going to make that for breakfast this morning. I'm quite hungry. Start with your bowl of choice. Just break it up. Today I'm quite hungry, so I'm going to do 3. I don't like to put too much milk in. I press it down so it's a bit like compressed. Some yogurt. My favorite one is the YoPro vanilla right now. And just scoop it on. I've spread it out. So it's like an even layer. Doesn't that just even look like cheesecake? Pop it in the freezer for like 20-ish minutes. And then you can really top it with whatever you like. You can top it with Biscoff, peanut butter. My favorite toppings are frozen raspberries and banana. That's my go-to breakfast of late. I also, which is funny to me looking back now, but I used to demonize dairy so much. I think there was like this movement online for so long that dairy was just like the worst thing you could have. I grew up loving yogurt and it just kind of like became this thing to just demonize it, like it was just the worst thing for you. I think maybe I even created an intolerance or like convinced myself that I had a huge intolerance, and I don't think my body does well with like so much. Like I think I'd feel very sick if I just went and drank a full milkshake or something. But I love yogurt, and for so many years I like convinced myself I couldn't have it and just really demonized it. And it's funny to me now because if I had like one bit of dairy I'd be like, oh my gosh, like that's just the end of the world, which is just so untrue. Sam's got the footy on. I've also been taking sea moss recently. This is the brand Everboost and it's in the flavor tropical. And it kind of tastes good. I usually just have like a heaped teaspoon. And I'm not sure if I've noticed any like benefits or anything, but it's kind of yummy and the benefits apparently are amazing. There is so many benefits. I remember looking it up and being shocked. Apparently it boosts immunity, good for thyroid health, gut health, digestive health, heart health, muscle, skin health, brain health, energy, iodine, bone health, inflammation, skin, antibiotics, antioxidant effects, blood sugar maintenance. Like I could keep going, I won't, but there's so many health benefits. So I'm going to take a photo so I remember which brand. So we're going to have 2 Brazil nuts, which are very good for heart health because they're high in selenium, but you don't want to have too many. I think it's like 2 to 3 or 1 to 3 you want to be having maximum a day. Those are a few little things I've been doing for my health recently. And also, which I talked about in December, I think last year, because I took them traveling. I'm also taking healthy skin support and balanced hormone support. I'm really just wanting to give them a really good go before I really know if they work well or not. Sometimes my skin will clear when I've been taking them, and then other times it'll just break out and I have no idea why. I'm sticking with them. My periods, I will say, since taking them have been quite consistent. So I do think that the hormone support is very good. But my skin, I never know what she's gonna do. Sometimes it clears and it's so good for months, and then other weeks and I've changed nothing. It's just like, anyway. I also actually bought this konjac sponge, which I used to have when I was younger. The specific one's like charcoal based, and it said that it was good for acne and just like acne prone or outbreak prone skin. So I thought I'd give it another go because I remember using this ages ago and I just completely forgot about them. I've also recently, just for makeup, been stripping it back quite a lot. I've only got concealer on right now and I just feel like it makes a really kind of natural, clean makeup look. It doesn't look like you've just caked on a bunch of makeup. So yeah, I've just been enjoying putting concealer over like my redder problem areas and then just kind of going over with some powder bronzer, powdered blush, some mascara, some lip liner, and that's kind of been me and I've been really enjoying it. It also takes me half the time to do my makeup, which is a win. It is scrapbooking time and I'm so excited because this recently has just kind of been the highlight of my day. Like I just actually enjoy it so much and I feel like it almost feels like it's like healing my inner child or something. I just feel it just takes me back to doing little arts and crafts and projects, and I actually love it so much. Sometimes I'll just put on YouTube in the background or a show or something on the background and it just is like a switch off time, and I love it so much. And it's also like switch off time not on a screen. I also have had to really accept that it's not supposed to be perfect. I think as a crazy perfectionist, whenever I'm doing something that's not perfect, I just want to stop because I'm like, well, there's no no point if I'm not going to actually do it completely perfectly. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've really had to let that go, and now it's just fun. The other day I made some pages for the Sydney trip last week. I did the hair. I need to I'm thinking cutting out some letters. I got this paper. I went to Officeworks the other day. Can you hear the whistling? It's like the wind. It happens with the door shut, and I don't know how to stop it. It's just like the wind and how it goes through the front door. Anyway, I went to Officeworks. I got some supplies. I do want to get some more pens and some stickers and some letters and stuff to do titles with. I'm thinking that's the whistling. Is it so annoying for you as well? I want to get more scrapbooking supplies, but for now I got some paper. I got this like pastel things that I'm thinking I can make fun backgrounds with. You see the different colors? Okay, I've just blocked the door with some shirts. Can you see? I'm not sure if you can see, and it seems to have stopped it. But yeah, I went and printed off some photos. I think it's so fun. I really hope that I keep it up throughout the whole year, because I just think having a full journal at the end of the year with all of the memories and fun things that I did is just so fun. And I think photos make it even more fun to look back through rather than just kind of writing. This page is nowhere near done. I want this to be my errors tour page. That obviously needed a dedicated double spread. These are the photos I've printed off so far. I want to write like errors tour up the top and then write a bit about the concert and everything. I really enjoy the cutouts. That was a little mock-up of my outfit and then the result, which I think is quite fun. And then I just took these photos from my Instagram, the screenshot from one of the videos, the outfit videos that I posted, and then a little screenshot of me editing my vlog. And I said, I think this has to be one of my favorite vlogs I've ever done. So it was just so fun. I love filming things with my friends because they're always just so fun, and I feel like they're the vlogs that I'm going to watch back for the rest of my life, being like, wow, it's just so cool to have video footage of my life. I hope YouTube one day doesn't crash, because my whole entire life from like 17 onwards has been documented on YouTube, and I just can't wait to watch all of the vlogs back in like 30-40 years. I just think it's crazy. Anyway, and I made a couple of Melbourne pages because Sam and I didn't vlog this, but I had my auntie's wedding in Melbourne. So Sam and I went to Melbourne for a few nights, printed off a couple photos of the things that we did, my favorite cafe, went down to Brighton Beach, me with a matcha and a book, and then this is the wedding, our outfits and everything, and then I just wrote around it about the trip, and I love it. I want to kind of do a February reflection. I've also printed off a couple of my thumbnails. I completely forgot to print off the other one that I uploaded in February, so I went back and printed that off today. I'm going to pop that up there and put my YouTube uploads for February, because I feel like that'll be quite fun, and a fun way to like look back at the vlogs that I have posted throughout the year. And then on the next page I want to do a February and March reads. I'm thinking I've got some other books here that I'll cut out and make a little reading page, which is quite fun. So start by cutting out all of the pictures that I printed. I love doing this so much. It just makes me so happy. If you're not scrapbooking, I highly urge you to, because it's just so fun. Imagine doing one every year and then having like 10 scrapbook journal kind of things to look back on and flick through. I also, since there's tour concert, have been listening to exclusively Taylor Swift and also Sabrina. I also now need to see Sabrina in concert because we missed out on her part of the show, which I'm not complaining about, because we got a duet from Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter, which I actually just think was the best moment of my life. So no complaints at all from me, but I would love to see Sabrina properly. That's really fun. And then I'll write my star ratings underneath it. Why is this so much fun? I also got some washi tape the other day, which I thought was fun, just from Officeworks. But I can't, for the life of me, work out how to open it, because there's plastic on it, so I feel like you need to open it, but there's no easy way, and I don't want to break it, so I just haven't done it. There's a pad in there. Sometimes it bothers me when I don't get things perfectly in center, and then I'm like, it doesn't actually matter. I'm so glad I worked out that whistling thing. It was really driving me up the wall. Look how cutie they look. And then I've got this page as well for anything else that I read in March. See, I need some letter stickers so I can go like Feb and March reads. That's okay. I'm kind of thinking I want to cut out letters from these pages, all different colors for each letter, right? Errors to one. That's quite fun in different colors. Pencil. No, capitals? I feel like capitals would be easier. Okay, I can cut that out surely. Something I've been thinking about recently, for those of you who are like me and are very health conscious, do you ever feel like you know too much about health? Recently I've just been feeling like that, because sometimes I can't enjoy something because I'm thinking about what it will do to my health, and obviously that's a good thing in a lot of ways, but sometimes, okay, I'm not doing this very well at all. Things like perfume, for example. I watch girls buy a bunch of perfumes and douse themselves with it before they leave the house, and I'm like, that's just fun and girly, and I want to do that, but then I'm so scared of the things that are in perfume and spraying on your skin, so I don't. That's a very obviously dumb, superficial example, but I feel like that with a lot of things. I mean, even what I was saying before about dairy, like I feel like if you're reading everything you possibly can on your health on the internet, everything is bad for you. I feel like I've even seen bad things about like broccoli before, eating meat and then not eating meat. Like I just feel like if we believed everything we read online or everything we heard about our health, we actually couldn't eat or do anything. I don't know, it's just been something I've been thinking about recently, because I'm just like, I want to do everything I possibly can to be the healthiest I possibly can. But when you've read too much, like everything is almost scary. And I would just love to know from any other hypochondriacs out there, do you feel the same? Like, do you sometimes just feel like, oh my gosh, like I just wish I could not think about everything so deeply all the time? You know, something actually that I kind of made a little goal this year, which I'm literally loving so much so far, is not drinking any alcohol for the year. And honestly, like I'm not a big drinker at all. I would probably drink between 2 to 3 times a year. I wouldn't say I'm a big drinker at all, so it doesn't feel like a very hard thing for me at all. But I just kind of made the decision that I wanted to actually just not drink for the whole year. It's also a lot of the time when you say that you're not drinking that night, people are like, oh, have a drink, go on. I don't know why there's this weird attitude to when you're like, oh, I'm not drinking. People like almost get offended, and I'm not really sure where that stemmed from, but I cannot even tell you the amount of times I have been like, oh, like I'm not drinking, I don't want to drink or something, and people almost like give you shit for it, like they almost bully you for it. And I'm like, I don't care if you drink, like I'm not judging you at all, but I feel like there's this judgment the opposite way. That R is not good at all, but I don't care because it's not supposed to be perfect. I don't know, it's a very strange thing that society's just like decided that it's not normal to not drink. And so I kind of just made the decision that this year I wanted to just not drink any alcohol. I hate the way it makes me feel the next day. I don't like the taste of it, I don't enjoy it. So I was just kind of like, why am I like forcing myself to in social situations to be accepted? And so yeah, I kind of made the decision to just be like, I'm not drinking this year. And it's kind of been really nice because then people, for starters, if they already know, don't offer me a drink. Like they're not trying to make me. But also when people go, oh, like, do you want a drink? I can just be like, oh, I don't drink. Instead of being like, oh, I'm not drinking tonight. That's kind of wiggle room for them to be like, no, have one. Like, don't be boring. Oh my gosh, why are you so boring? All of those kind of things. People are just like, oh, okay. And they kind of just leave you alone. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I mean, I would very easily not drink for months anyway, but it's just kind of nice. It's a nice thing to just be like, no, I don't drink. Not one part of me, bearing in mind, obviously it's only been just over 2 months of the year, but not one part of me is like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have set that goal. And it's not like one of those goals where I'm like, oh, if I have a sip of alcohol, that's the whole goal failed or anything. It's definitely not that case, but it's just kind of like, oh, I just don't really want to drink. And so far, it's just actually been one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I don't see myself ever really drinking. And I don't want to say I'll never, ever drink again, because I might, but I also might not. Have I stopped off that mess? I've made a mess, but I've had a great time. I'm also watching Sex Lives of College Girls. After both Georgia and Maddie convincing me to watch it for months, I finally started watching it and I'm enjoying so far. I mean, obviously Renee Rapp is everything, so I'm loving just her, but I'm enjoying it. It's kind of like the bold type if they're in college. I'm also eating some lollies that I got earlier, and I have my Taylor Swift merch on. But this is what I've done. I wrote a few little bits. I did the cutout of the Eras tour, which the letters are awful. I also ended up, because these letters took me so long, I ended up just writing Sydney and Melbourne as well. And then I also started doing this, which is my February YouTube uploads. I think I'll write little bits about the videos and stuff. I want to do the February reflections, and I'm also going to write on this as well. But I'm having a great time. I also recently got this book. It's the Rise and Conquer Manifestation Journal, and I started filling it out the other day because it has this page for 100 goals, which is obviously a lot of goals to have, but I thought it would be fun instead of 100 like massive goals. I'm up to 42, but I titled it 100 goals for 2024 for happiness. So some things are really little, like take a bath or go on a bike ride or sunset beach swim. Obviously I've not written them all of them yet. I want to write out 100 little things that make me really happy that I want to tick off for this year, so then by the end of the year I can look back and be like, wow, I did so many things that made me happy this year. I've got go on a hike on the Gold Coast. I've got some that are a bit bigger, like read 50 books, go wedding dress shopping, go on a 10k run. But things like friends scrapbooking night, homemade pizza night, live a day of all of my favorite things, play tennis, go rock climbing, make dinner and take it to the beach. Just little things. Buy myself flowers, go strawberry picking, try a new cafe, surfing class. I really want to get into surfing. Just little things that I know I'll be so proud of myself and so happy with if I've completed by the end of the year. And the highlighted ones are the ones that I've completed so far. So one of them was cut bangs, Eras tour, buy and set up my bookshelf, Melbourne trip with Sam, and Sunday morning markets. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas of little things that just bring joy, please comment them below, because I'm only up to 42 and I feel like I really was trying to think about them and I'm not even halfway. So if anyone has has any ideas of like little fun things that could go on the list, please comment below because I would love any of your ideas. Anyway, I think I'm just going to sit here for a bit longer finishing these pages, and then I need to get into cleaning the bedroom because that's the thing I'm putting off because that's the hardest thing. Been so productive and I feel so good. I really, now that I've got bangs, when I do a slick, I just got these little prongs sticking up. You saw the bedroom before I started cleaning. I'm ashamed of how bad I let this room get with clothes and things. I'm so bad at putting clothes away, and after going on trips I usually just leave stuff out, and I'm awful. I will put my hand up and admit that. This clean needed to be done for months and I did it. I did hit that part of, you know, when you're doing a big clean and you get to the point where you've just got piles of everything, you're like, where do all of these go? And I got to that point and I wanted to give up, but I didn't, and it feels so good. All the bedding is in the dryer, so I'll put that on the bed as soon as that's done. But look at that, there is nothing on the floor, and I'm keeping it like this. If you ever see it in the background of a video looking messy, I'm giving you full permission to bully me in the comments because I need it. Whilst I've been cleaning, Sam has put dinner on. We are going to make the steaks that we bought today with some pumpkin and potato and maybe some salad. We usually have steaks on a Sunday night because when we do our grocery shop we always get some steaks, and then we'll normally have them on a Sunday or a Monday. It's just one of my favorite dinners. Anyway, I wanted to give you a little book update if you care. I've got this pile of books on my bedside table. I honestly haven't been reading much the last couple of weeks, and I don't like it because I'm really enjoying the books I'm reading. I'm not sure if it's just being busy or what, but I haven't been reading as much as I want to. I think I mentioned in a vlog a couple of weeks ago that I was reading like 4 or 5 books. I'm still reading those 4 or 5 books because it makes sense, but when you're reading 4 or 5 books at once, obviously it's going to take you so much longer to get through them, and it just feels like I haven't finished a book in so long. The girls and I have book club next week, I think I'm just over halfway. We've currently got, I think I've mentioned this before, so sorry if I'm just repeating myself, but we've got 2 book club books running right now because we skipped a month. We didn't do it 1 month, so now we've got 2 books going. This is one of them. It's a non-fiction book and it's called The Book You Want Everyone You Love to Read. I've been highlighting so much of this book, holding down pages. Very keen to discuss with the girls. I feel like this will be an interesting one to talk through. Audiobook wise, which is the other book club book, I'm listening to None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and I have, how long? 3 hours left, so I feel like I can definitely get that done in the next couple days. And then I'm really taking my time with this one because I just, you know, obviously it's a big book, so it's like taking me a decent amount of time and I'm not reading that much. I know that there's just not going to be another book in this world for probably at least a year. And that just really pains me. Also, this is the last BJ and Magnolia perspective, so I'm really just taking my time with it. This is how much I've read. I think I've got under 200 pages to go, maybe like 150, and I'm kind of putting it off. So, and then I'm also reading, which I'm kind of going between my Kindle and my physical copy because I like to read it in bed, and a Kindle in bed is just top tier. I think I'm like 50% through the book, so that's where I stopped reading the physical copy, and I've just been reading it on my Kindle ever since. Also, look what Rach crocheted us. When we went to Sydney last week, she came out and said that she had a gift for all of us, and she crocheted us all Kindle cases. Is this not the cutest thing you've actually ever seen in your entire life? And they're my favorite colors. She sent me a text a couple of weeks ago asking what my favorite colors were, and I was like, what? Why do you need that information? This is why. She was crocheting a red and pink Kindle cover for me. It's so cute and it fits perfect. What on earth did I do to deserve her? I don't know. So anyway, those are the books I'm currently reading. Wait a second, I've forgotten one. I think it's because it's on my bookshelf because I'm also reading it on my Kindle. I'm 73% into Queen of Shadows, and I haven't really been reading it because it's quite high stakes fantasy obviously, and I can't read it before bed, and that's usually the only time I read recently has been before bed, and so I just haven't really been picking it up. But it's so good, like I'm actually loving it, but I just haven't picked it up because I don't want to read it before bed and then not be able to sleep. So a few books are going on right now, but I'm hoping this week I can get back into reading a bit more often and finish them all because I'm enjoying them all so much. So I'm just about to put the steaks on. Pumpkin and potatoes in the oven. They smell so good. This lighting makes me look like an egg, but whilst we were in Melbourne last week, I bought a new book. I've never heard anyone talk about it before, but it's called You Could Be So Pretty by Holly Byrne. Beauty comes at a price and girls must pay. It says, in Belle and Joni's world, there are 2 options for girls. 1, follow the rules of the doctrine like Belle. Apply your mask, work hard to be crowned at the ceremony, be a pretty. Or 2, fight the rules like Joni, leave your face bare, work hard to escape to the education, be an objectionable. objectionable. Be an objectionable. But maybe there is a third option. Change the rules, reclaim your power if you can. What would you choose? Honestly, the front cover grabbed me at first, but I read the back and it sounded interesting. So I'm not sure if it is super popular and I've just been living under a rock, but I'm keen to read it. Great text. So that's my recent book purchase. Also, if anyone watched my South Korea vlog, you might remember these. They are my favorite things in the entire world. Are they not just the cutest things ever? I love them. And look how cute they look. So I'll just load half my plate up with pumpkin.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Ooh, looks so good. That. That's the sheets done. Yum. Are we going to watch Modern Family or the new show?
Sounds like somebody's got a preference.
I just really feel like Modern Family
I
tonight.
really feel like the new show. I can see you've already made the choice because you're already loading Disney Plus up. So this really wasn't a democracy where we vote.
We started a new show and it's good, but
Don't start me. I saw this coming. Sophie even picked it.
It was a recommendation.
Yeah, one of yours though. Whenever I suggest a show, you go, let's watch Modern Family or one of your many comfort shows. And then
watch
so
a new
you
show.
suggest one, and I'm like, all right. And then I'm getting into it, and so it's like,
It's just very long episodes. At the end of the day, I just want to sit down and have a bit of a laugh. And Modern Family is that.
Fine.
I'm so glad we both agree.
I've got no beef with Modern Family, but we've been watching it pretty much every night for the last, I don't know,
We
month.
have not.
We have.
Not the last 2 nights.
We watched it last night.
Yeah, but not like we watched our show last night.
Yeah, one episode, and then we watched like multiple episodes of Modern Family after.
Anyway.
It's not necessarily a good thing.
I made myself sleepy. I can't even string a sentence together. A nice chocolate, but it was made out of a bunch of different things that are like good for sleep. And I kid you not, I had it like an hour ago and I'm struggling to keep my eyes open, like they're stinging so much. I'm hoping I have the best sleep of my life tonight. If so, I'll definitely be making it again because it was delicious as well. The apartment is spotless. It feels amazing. I feel so on top of the world. I feel like my mind is clear because my space is clear. And I just feel like I'm going into the week feeling so much better and so much more on top of things and not overwhelmed because I get overwhelmed so easily. Too easily. It's something I need to unpack in therapy, I think, which I have my 3rd therapy session in the morning actually, and I'm a bit nervous. Isn't the right word to describe it because I'm not nervous. Like I don't have like nervous belly or anything. I don't know. I think it's just like something in the back of my mind and I know it's going to be uncomfortable obviously because it should be uncomfortable in the way of like you're growing and you're talking about kind of hard things to talk about a lot of the time. It's just know what's in the back of my mind. I just like, it's one of those things that you feel so good once it's done. And even once I'm there, I'm fine. But it's just kind of like the getting there, the beforehand that I'm just overthinking. So I'm just scared. Anyway, why did I start talking about that? Oh yeah, I get overwhelmed too easily. But I feel like I've really set myself up for the least overwhelming state that I could be in. Everything is clean. I feel really good about today. It was the perfect amount of productive and restful. I just had a really good day overall. But I'm gonna hop in the shower, do my skincare, and then get into bed. It's 8:30, so it's pretty early, which I'm very happy about. I've got Pilates booked in for the morning before therapy, so I've laid out my workout clothes. And yeah, I'm gonna hop into bed, read until I can't keep my eyes open. Hopefully have a great night's sleep after my sleep iced chocolate. I hope you enjoyed coming along for my Sunday. I feel like it wasn't super eventful, like I didn't really get up to much, but just very homey, chatty vlog. And I know that myself and quite a few others really watch YouTube for comfort, enjoy those kind of vlogs. So I really hope you've enjoyed. I will never be able to express how grateful I am that so many of you listen to me talk about nothing for like 20, 30, 40 minutes a week. Love you all very much and I will see you next week.